Base middle school had me fucked up, part 5. I know it's been a minute, but stuff been going on. I do have, it's on one shoulder, so yeah. So yeah, like I said, I was walking out of the classroom when my book bag and stuff, and RM was at the door. So when I was walking, I said, "Can you move your feet? I don't want to roll over your foot." He stood there. He never moved his foot. So I said it again. I said, "Can you please move your foot? Because I don't want to roll over your foot." He did not move it. So I said, "Okay, now if I roll over your foot, you better not say nothing." And I proceeded to go out. They said I threatened him. So that's basically like my second threat to him. So it's like no matter what you say to these people always take it as a threat. Like no matter what it was a fucking threat. So call my mom or whatever. I sat in Mr. B foyer, and I was out of RM class. And I had to go to the next math class. Now the next math teacher had it. Like, I think I said all these teachers bad. Like, y'all, like I kid y'all not, the teacher, it was worse. Like, they thought the kids was also the problem. The teachers was the problem. Y'all get what I'm saying? Because I don't think I heard it, but it didn't come out. Anyways, that's when they switched me to JB class. So when they switched me to Miss JB, it was like, okay, cool. I knew Miss JB. I went to the hype program with her daughter. I've said hey to her plenty of times, like before, like during the hype when her daughter was there at the after school program when I used to go. And I said hey to her in passing throughout the hallway. She said hey, spoke nicely and all. When I got in her class, she turned into a total bitch. She was just a little ass bitch. And when I say little, I mean little. Like, height, she's little. She's a little ass bitch. Yeah, so she was just like little in height wise. So, starting her class, it was just like really kind of like smooth in the kind of way. Like, it was just like small stuff. Like, it always start with small shit, then it turned big as hell. So, I would just like tell my mom, my aunt and stuff about the small stuff. And it was just like, don't mind it. Just don't pay no attention to it. And then my bathroom note is a problem again. Because mind you, I already had it with Nez. Now I'm having it with JB. And it's irritating because it's in my file and I have the doctor's note. So that started being a problem, and I also took my afternoon medicine around that time. So I take it like after lunch. I take it like at 1. Yeah, I used to take the medicine around 1, and then I would come back to class because the medicine will always take at 1 o'clock. I don't know why a certain time, that time frame, because it was like an afternoon, but that's the time frame I guess they had on the bottle. Or that's just the time that my mom and them said. So, yeah. So, I was getting along with all my teachers, like I said. I did try it with the other science teacher, but my mom corrected that. On my own, I had a smart mouth with her. That was like the only problem. Like, she'd say something, and I would have had this like a smart remark with that science teacher. I told you about the one to threat. But anyways, back to JB class. So I remember that one of these particular days, I like my Spanish teacher because I liked learning Spanish. Okay, so then here's Miss JB class. Here is that hall. JB, that hall, and then Miss M. That how it was. Don't mind my ashy hands. But so in passing, I would say, "Hey, Miss M." So this particular day, we was in the lunchroom. I shut up. I ain't say nothing in my whole 30 minutes. Because we can't sit by people who we don't want to. We had to sit, like, based on where the line you is in line. So you have to start from this side to this side. And then when you're done, you don't start from there on there. You have to go all the way to the back to start over. But it don't make no sense. So, it's just irritating. So keep that in mind because I ain't there yet, but that part. So, it was like I started asking to use the bathroom during class. And usually it'd be around, like, when we doing, like, our first warm-ups or so, or a little bit after. And during that time, I would just go use the bathroom and stuff, and then we would go eat lunch. And then not so long after lunch, like 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5 to 6 minutes. 5 to 6 minutes after lunch, it's time for me to go take my medicine. And I don't see the point of me going right after lunch and sit in the room for 5 to 6 minutes, because that's also 5 to 6 minutes of learning time that I could have had rather than the time I'm going to be in the nurse's office. But that was the time, that was the stuff that was making sense in my head. Okay? That around that time, that was what was making sense in my head. And that was the logic. That was the logic. So, around that time of me taking my medicine, and that part is like, oh, you need to use the bathroom before class. Before class. And I get that. But here's the problem. One, them fucking bathrooms be packed as hell. Girls in there fixing their hair, fixing their lip gloss, fixing their makeup, doing whatever the fuck they need to do, standing in there talking and looking in the mirror. 3, I don't have to use the bathroom. 3. Okay, 1, like I said, the motherfuckers be packed, and everybody up in there fixing their hair, makeup, all that. 2, I don't gotta use the bathroom right then and there. 3, how the hell you gonna control my bladder? How the hell you gonna do that? So, I tried it for like a couple things, and I told my mom, and it said at try. Like, let's not make a big deal out of it. Just try. You can still go during class if you need to go. So I tried it for like a week or so, a week and a half, and it still didn't do nothing because I didn't have to go right then and there, and I never did. And I wasn't purposely trying to go during her class like every day, but it's just like I have a bladder problem, so it was just like, you gonna let me go to the bathroom or not? You gonna let me go or not? That's just the whole, that what it boils down to. I gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta let me go. So, right now, I have Miss T. Miss T is like my behavioral therapist, but not behavior therapist. Like my behavior taker. I don't know I forgot how you call it, because she would like help me with my schoolwork and my behavior and like try to correct stuff or whatever. Cause yeah, it's a whole bunch of story. It's a whole bunch behind that, but Miss T was my first one. And I'm about to run out of time. I'm gonna get back with you next one.